What's up, Taiwan? I'm Yvonne with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Several U.S. lawmakers have asked the Trump administration to allow Taiwan President Lai Ching-te to transit through the United States. 3 House Democrats made a request in a letter to U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. They say the reported decision by the Trump administration to block Lai's stopovers sends a dangerous signal to Beijing. The Financial Times reported last week that the U.S. denied Lai permission to transit through New York after China raised objections. Each year, during Taiwan's annual Hanguang exercises, the military shows off a variety of weapon systems it would use in the event of a Chinese invasion. Many of those come from the United States. But as Leslie Liao reports, the U.S. is behind on its weapons deliveries, which could spell trouble for Taiwan's defense.
Taiwan is upping its arsenal, part of efforts to defend itself from a potential invasion by China. One big piece of the country's defense strategy is buying advanced weapons from the U.S., like these M1A2 Abrams tanks, whose firepower was recently showcased in northern Taiwan. But those tanks are an outlier in arms purchased from the U.S. That's because there is a backlog of around $20 billion in other weapons that Taiwan has ordered but is still waiting to get. This backlog includes a $100 million discrepancy revealed in a report on Taiwan's 2024 general budget of undelivered weapons it has already paid for. It's causing a headache for Taiwan, not just financially, but also militarily.
如何让整个部队能够达到完全备战的状态，这就必须要尽早获得，这样子国军才能够按照既定的任务规划去执行。
Taiwan's defense ministry says that it's asked the U.S. to return roughly $90 million and urged defense officials there to speed up deliveries. It's not so much a matter of money as it is strengthening Taiwan's defense capabilities to deter an attack from China.
比如说，陆军的海马式多管火箭啊，或是说空军的 FCLV 交机，或是说反舰飞弹因为这些武器系统的打击力能够够得到对方那这部分的装备呢，我们很可能要请美方先行交易。
The U.S. has other international defense obligations beyond Taiwan, and it prioritizes its own defense over that of others. So, if delivery delays persist, Taiwan's military may have to start thinking about looking elsewhere for its weapons needs. Scott Huang and Leslie Liao for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's premier aerobatics team, the Thunder Tigers, is getting an upgrade.
永鹰高教机的飞行的操作特性，那会承袭 AT3 相关的这个甲案的科目，然后再去做演进。因为我们这个整个飞行操作特性已经改善很多。
The team will now start flying the Air Force's more advanced T-5 Brave Eagle jet trainers. The planes will replace the older AT-3 Ziqiang aircraft, which they've been flying since 1988. The Thunder Tigers are expected to perform with the Brave Eagles on Taiwan's National Day in October. 4 more local officials could be stripped of their positions after they were found to hold Chinese nationality. The government has defended the move, but the officials involved say they're deeply integrated in their communities and that China won't let them renounce their citizenship. John Van Trieste reports.
Until last Friday, Deng Wanhua was the village warden of Xuetian in eastern Taiwan. But she's one of 5 local officials removed or set for removal after an audit found they hold Chinese citizenship. Deng is angry and plans to appeal. She's been in Taiwan nearly 30 years, setting down roots and lately caring for her terminally ill Taiwanese husband. And she says there's no way to renounce her Chinese nationality, even if she tried. China claims Taiwan and doesn't recognize a Taiwanese citizenship.
因为你一旦开了，就表示你承认台湾是独立的了。谁会给你开这个东西啊？如果他今天我这个搞成了，就表示陆配以后都不能参政了。
It's a frustration a fellow China-born local official in Taipei shares.
我们已经努力过了，我今年2月要去办，大陆不给办嘛，你现在就是硬性的要叫我们去注销国籍，那我们就是有通天的本领也办不下来。
But the Interior Ministry says it's a matter of ensuring loyalty to the country and preventing conflicts of interest. TaiwanPlus reached out to the Interior Ministry for comment, but did not receive a reply. Most of the cities where these officials have posts are still coming up with an action plan.
有关里长国籍议案 现能有松山区公所查民众，但对于查询国籍有其困难，会依个案情形研议处理方式。
市府已经启动相关调查程序，其中里长减负放弃国籍的文件上有一些认定疑义，已函请内政部厘清中。
But another local official involved, this one from Taoyuan, says they've all earned their positions legitimately.
我们当初来，我们是以两岸人民关系条例那我们也是正常的选举。我除了等待还是等待。目前谢谢大家的关心。
And so, as local governments decide what to do, a controversy getting at the heart of citizenship and what it means to be Taiwanese continues to unfold. Hank Xu and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
3 current and former TSMC employees have been charged with threatening national security for allegedly trying to access classified chip technology data. The tech giant found that the suspects had tried to see files on its most advanced 2-nanometer chips. Prosecutors are now investigating the breach and whether data was leaked to other companies or overseas. Taiwan is the only country with this unique chip expertise, and highly specialized technologies are protected by the National Security Act. A university in France is bringing Taiwan to its students thanks to an elective course that is unique in the country. John Van Trieste has more.
Here in this Paris classroom, a lecture unlike anything you'll find elsewhere in France is underway. Under the guidance of Pingdong County native Liu Jianyue, these students are picking up a piece of Taiwan in the form of one of the country's major languages. Just what to call this language can be a bit contentious. On the official wall of languages offered, this university, in Alco, just uses the word Taiwanese, though others might prefer a range of names, from Taiwanese Taigi to Taiwanese Hokkien to Hoklo or Minnan. But whatever name is used to refer to the language, it is the ancestral tongue of much of Taiwan's population. And in the 5 years since this course opened, over 400 students have taken it as an elective course as part of a degree in Mandarin Chinese. For some, the reasons are very personal.
大家好，我是Claire，我伫巴黎，我是东方语言甲文化学院的学生。我的妈妈是台湾人，我的爸爸是法国人。
Claire didn't grow up with this language, but hopes studying it will help her better connect with her Taiwanese mother. Though Taiwanese Taigi belongs to the same language family as Mandarin, even students with the requisite 3 years will find plenty of fresh challenges. For one thing, there are around twice as many tones to master as in Mandarin. And unlike in Mandarin, what you see isn't what you get. Within words and phrases, tones swap positions according to an intricate set of rules that come naturally to native speakers, but which learners must master. Those who take the plunge are rewarded, though. With the real deal, including, say, some of the pop songs that are a real part of everyday life in Taiwan. But giving students here this special peek hasn't been simple due to sensitivities over anything called Taiwanese, given China's claims to Taiwan.
On assume et on est très fiers de respecter justement la complexité de la situation chinoise et de donner le place au taïwanais, qui est donc reconnu sur notre mur comme une langue légitime à être enseignée à l'INALCO. Et les difficultés, on essaye de les affronter.
Instructor Liu Jianyue is proud to give his students a special look into his homeland.
在法国来说法国人对台湾的观感或者是印象或者是了解，这是有越来越加深的一个改变。台语对我们来说是一个非常重要的一个语言，这个语言其实可以让外国人更了解台湾的不同在哪里。
In the halls of this esteemed French Center of Language Learning, a tongue with close ties to Taiwan takes its place. Howard Zhang and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow us on social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with footage of a volcano erupting in Russia's Far East, its first eruption in centuries. I'm Yvonne. Take care, and I'll see you next time.